ready for some football?
The future is, we will start football in the fall of 2015. It's our time. So when you start thinking about it, you see the promotion, it's our time, folks, okay?
Building a football program is a long-term, multi-layered task. In 2009, Dr. Daniel Papp decided it was time to see if the KSU dream could become a reality. He hired former Georgia coach and athletic director Vince Dooley to lead the charge.
The primary mission was to see if this was feasible, if this was really the right thing to do, if this was best for Kennesaw State.
We learned tremendous amounts of things from Coach Dooley, how to move forward in a step-by-step basis in the athletic arena, how to winnow the wheat from the chaff, if you will, from all of the different numbers that wind up coming forward. So again, Vince provided us all sorts of expertise and knowledge, as well as his incredible enthusiasm.
I've just been reading your part of the committee report, and you and your committee members just did a superb job. Football presents perhaps a unique culture that will define an institution. It has a mascot. It has a color, as we see here with gold and black. It has a fight song.
Coach Dooley absolutely put his heart and soul and his expertise into it as well. And I do have to stress his expertise. One of the key reasons that we wanted Coach Dooley is not only is he a Hall of Fame football coach, but also during his tenure as athletic director at UGA, the University of Georgia became one of the most profitable athletic departments in the country. So this was a man who A, knew football, and who B, knew business. This was the guy we wanted.
At the University of Georgia, where I was a great part of, you hear people saying, how about them dogs? Well, they may be saying, how about them owls one of these days?
A football program would mean that full collegiate experience. You won't have to go to another school on the weekend to kind of experience that energy and that school spirit. You can go right outside your door and go watch the football game with your friends.
Next step, go out to the corporate and the foundation community, ask the corporate and foundation community for funds. Fifth Third Bank came forward.
The level of excitement from the community has been tremendous. We've had an opportunity to touch on many community leaders, not only in Cobb County, but throughout the state, who have reached out to us, really endorsing our support of this sponsorship.
With a state-of-the-art stadium already in place and Fifth Third Bank named the sponsor, all that remained was approval by the Board of Regents.
Mr. Williams, as you get set to go into this committee room, are you encouraged with the operations?
Well, I'm excited. I'm excited about today. Of course, we're always going to remain optimistic, and I think we've done everything we can do, and hopefully the Board of Regents will see that. So keep your fingers crossed.
I'm Randy Waters at the Trinity Washington building downtown, where the Board of Regents of the University System of Georgia voted in favor in this room of letting Kennesaw State University add football to their athletic programs.
Woo! Mr. Williams, are you relieved or excited or both?
I am both. I am so excited right now. I am just elated, just blown away. And I think when you do things right, like Kennesaw State, I think good things happen. And I'm just happy for the President Papp. I'm happy for our alums. I'm definitely happy for our students and the rest of Owl Nation. This is a day to remember.
50 years after opening, 60,000 alums, nearly 25,000 current students, and one former school president can now celebrate.
I can just picture brisk fall days, our team on the field, the stadium overflowing with students and community, mingling together, sharing moments of excitement, pride, sharing in an event that binds you together. Go Owls!
Coming up, finding the top owl.
it's our time. So when you start thinking about it, you see the promotion, it's our time, folks, okay? What time is it? What time is it?
KSU's football announcement was not an ending, but a beginning for Director of Athletics Vaughn Williams and his staff. The Owl Nation was now flying at light speed. Meetings were scheduled with community leaders.
We think that that KSU football goes far beyond the people that are in the stands. It's an opportunity for KSU to sort of fly the flag and have a lot of exposure throughout our community and our region, even nationally.
Athletic department officials began planning stadium upgrades.
360's got quite a history in stadium renovations, going back to some work that we've done at Tulsa and Nebraska, and now most recently at Mississippi State and the University of Washington. So it's something that we're constantly doing in the college market.
Blueprints were designed for the new facilities.
We're here outside what's going to be the home of the Kennesaw State football program. The coaches are going to be moving in soon. Let's go inside and see what's going on. What we have here are 3 completely separate suites that we have converted into one big suite.
Williams was under pressure to find the right coach.
We're impacting lives. And these individuals, what I brought to you, people that sort. This coach is going to have to be off the field for 2 years. Okay, so this is a lot of like this. Now, I mean, it's going to be a lot of contact.
After an exhaustive search, Williams found his man.
We want to make you the first football coach at Kennesaw State. You like that, huh? Yeah, we're excited. Yeah, I'm fired up. I am fired up.
On March 24th, 2013, the announcement was made.
What I like to do is formally introduce to you the first football coach for your Kennesaw State Owls, Brian Bohannon.
Brian Bohannon, a coach with deep roots in the state of Georgia, assumed the task of building the Kennesaw State program. Bohannon grew up on the football fields of Georgia. His father, Lloyd Bohannon, was legendary as Griffin High School's football coach. Brian played at the University of Georgia.
Snap to Zaire. Zaire fires. Complete to Bohannon. He got away. Touchdown. Kid 5'11", 181, a junior out of Griffin.
He started his coaching career at Georgia Southern with Paul Johnson, followed him to Navy, and then on to Georgia Tech.
I'm really happy for Brian and Melanie and their family, really excited. He's been a big part of our success for the last 15 years or so. And, we're going to miss him, but I'm sure he'll do a good job at Kennesaw.
I was nervous, excited, every emotion you can imagine.
My impression of the day is that my man won the day.
He's at the right age, got a great support family. He comes from good stock with his daddy, who was a very successful coach, and he's excited to be here.
I understand the ins and outs of football in this state. I understand the high school coaches in this state. And I'm going to tell you, if you're going to be successful in football in the South, especially in the state of Georgia, you need to understand the culture you're dealing with, and that's a big deal.
The atmosphere and the school spirit and the community that hit me in the face when I walked through the door was that was just like alarms going off for me. This is it. This is a special place. This is a place you want to be because something special's going on here. And that was the aha moment. Everybody has that moment when you look at something. That was it for me. I'm a pretty loyal guy. I want to be somewhere. I want to be a part of something. I'm not taking a job to look for the next job. I'm here at Kennesaw State because I want to be here for the long haul.
From the very moment it was announced that we were going to, or even considering football at Kennesaw State, Brian Bohannon got in touch with me and says, I want that job. I want to be a part of that.
Owl Nation, is time. It is our time. And I'm greatly appreciative of the opportunity that everybody involved has given me today.
With the top owl in the nest, the to-do list was lengthy. Assembling a coaching staff, finding offices, designing helmets, jerseys, and logos, determining a conference and schedule, plus the all-important hitting the recruiting trail. Brian Bohannon was now head football coach at a university where he had no assistants, no players, no conference, no opponents, no offices, and few facilities.
That could be the weight room.
Right,
Yeah.
that could be where we could store the tables and such.
Yes, very good.
There's a lot more decisions that I have to make now than I did the 17 years as an assistant. You know, I also realize you look at things differently from this chair than you do from the chair 2 seats down that I've been in for 17 years.
So much to do. Where to begin? The first order of business, put together a coaching staff. Bohannon chose Grant Chestnut as his offensive coordinator and Brian Newberry to run the defense.
He and I have just had a running dialogue about where we can evolve in offensive terms. And I think both he and I are extremely excited about the dynamic offense that we'll be able to put out on the field here at Kennesaw State.
We're going to be multiple on defense, and the thing I'm excited about is being able to recruit and build this thing from the ground up and exactly the kind of kids that you want in the program, just from a character standpoint.
Over the next 2 months, Bohannon would hire 5 more coaches who all shared his vision of building a winning program from the ground up. Excitement abounded on campus. Every day brought new challenges.
That first week, especially, first 2 weeks, we had 2 weeks office before we went out on the road. We were in a different office every day. We were a mobile office. We had a bag with some stuff in it, and we just moved around to wherever they had space. We are writing history. Every day we're writing history. Every day we're getting a step closer to that first game in 2015.
The staff is young but experienced and has coached and played with high-caliber NFL talent like Detroit superstar Calvin Johnson.
In my sophomore year, I was the only underclassman that was really playing. And I think our front four on defense that year, all of them were in the league, and the 2 linebackers I played beside, Phil Wither and Gary Guyton, they both were in the league.
Bowen spent 2012 working under Urban Meyer at Ohio State.
We had 4 seniors last season, and 2 of them got drafted.
All of Bohannon's coaches left good jobs for the challenge of starting the Owls program.
We've done a good job of bringing a lot of kids on campus, trying to get them to see what we call the best kept secret in the South.
Coach Bohannon is saying this is the best kept secret in the South, and I completely agree with that.
Football is only the vehicle that carries you and allows you to set your future.
It became clear pretty quickly that this is a special place. When I came on campus, the people here were very impressive, and just the location, everything about it from top to bottom, there's so much to offer here.
Every day we're writing history.
History was made on September 4th when Kennesaw football made the official announcement of a conference connection.
Learn more at Big South Sports and Leaders Through Athletics.
I am just overjoyed that we have a conference to play in, and it's the Big South. I feel it's a great conference for us.
What a great day getting in this league. Very, very important.
I'm convinced that they're going to be successful at the FCS level and going to be a great addition to the Big South Conference.
What they're about in FCS football and what we are about and what we're trying to do, very similar.
I mean, we're excited about it, and we get the opportunity to play in a great conference and some great opponents with great, great institutions in that league.
It's a natural fit.
Everywhere you go, everybody, who y'all playing? What's your schedule going to be? That's always a big topic. So now a good portion of that's out there.
But it no doubt is another proud moment. And now we just got to continue to follow through and be everything that we can be, not try to be anybody else. Just be the best Kennesaw State we can be.
The checklist to kick off keeps getting smaller, but there is still much work to be done. When we come back, the countdown clock begins. For months, the football coaches had used the luxurious offices of Fifth Third Bank as their headquarters. Finally, after months of effort from Scott Whitlock and the football director of operations, Jay Bailey, it was moving day. The coaches would now have a permanent home.
Getting everything packed up, it's a great day for Kennesaw State football. Kennesaw State football, baby. Good stuff. Nice. Certainly smells good. Fresh paint, carpet. He's got the all-important coffee pot.
For 5 months we've been working hard to get in this building, and the day has finally come. October 17th, 2013, we're in the new building, and another day has started, and we'll start for another week next week.
The friendly atmosphere amongst the coaches is clear as they settle into their new offices.
These are the offices you get when you're DC, when you got coordinator tag behind your name.
I think you got a coordinator tag behind your name too, don't you?
Yeah.
Don't get it twisted.
Y'all know I like giving y'all boys.
He's downplaying himself.
Hey, that's the way you do it, man. Especially when you're old like me.
I've been here, I think, the third longest, and they still don't know who I am. I don't have a name tag yet. Maybe one of these days I'll get on Coach Newberry, DC's level, and Coach Klein, recruiting coordinator. I think you need a coordinator title for the name tag.
The new digs, however, can create new pressures.
Biggest point of pride is when we started here, we were very small, but we were very good. And now we're big, and we're still very good.
I'm gonna walk into Bohannon's office for those and set them on the table.
Hey, here we go.
Oh, you would purposely bring that over here.
You got 2 years, boss. There you go. There you go, I'm gone.
Scott Whitlock told me, you're good as long as you win or tie. It's all good. I'll talk to you. You know, you lose. Well, I might not talk to you for 2 or 3 days.
The full court press was now beginning. Coaches could study recruiting game films. Marketing could add to their 2,000 season ticket holders. And Coach Bohannon could get out into the community.
Hey, Coach, you got your schedule for the week. Got a pretty busy week. Tomorrow you got to go to the Cobb Chamber breakfast, and then you got to go down to the Touchdown Club of Atlanta for lunch, then leave there and go to Macon and do the Touchdown Club at Macon, and then we've got a couple other hospitality meetings later on in the week, and then you got a meeting with Vaughn on Wednesday, and then we got the head coaches meeting on Thursday, and then later on in the week you're saying play ball at the Brave Stadium. So you got a busy week.
And when he was not speaking, Bohannon was out looking at recruits.
There you see Coach Bohannon, the new head coach at Kennesaw State. Excited to have another football team here in the state of Georgia. Coach Bohannon's dad, Lloyd, was a longtime head coach for the Griffin Bears.
I think his recruit probably texts him right now. He's laughing with a smile on his face.
He just got a five-star guy just now.
Yes, he got a five-star guy.
While recruiting is always a priority, Bohannon would soon learn where the Owls would play their first game. He and Director of Athletics Vaughn Williams got on a charter airplane to Johnson City, Tennessee for the big announcement.
History will be made on September 3rd, 2015 at 7:30 p.m. as the East Tennessee State University football team plays its first game. Our opponent will be Kennesaw State, and the game will be played at Kermit Tipton Stadium.
After the contracts were signed for the first game with East Tennessee State, a countdown clock to KSU's first ever kickoff was revealed.
You're working towards that first ball game, and now it's real, it's in place, and we're really excited about it.
You know, we're going to compete against each other on that particular day and try to beat each other. And then after that, we're going to share with each other to help each other out because we're both going through the exact same thing right now.
Yeah, no doubt. I think the greatest thing is it's a chance to put your mark on a program. You know, I think you go through your career and you look at all the things, hey, I would like to do this, or I wish we'd have done that. Well, now you get the opportunity to make your mark, and I think it's unique when you do it from scratch. You're not going in a place where things are already set in stone. You're creating the culture. And I think that's the greatest thing about a new program is creating a culture the way you want it. And I think it's an exciting part. And I think it's great. Coach and I we're up here talking about different stories, and we're trading how do you do this, how do you do that. And I think that's the uniqueness of what we're doing. When you find people in the same situation, you want to find out the hows and whys of everything.
The countdown clock, 656 days to game time, 7:30, September 3rd. Putting the pen on the paper, it is official.
Before flying back to Kennesaw, Bohannon stopped by Steve Spurrier Field. That's where KSU's first game would be played. His mind was already in game mode.
This is exciting. I tell you, it's the first ever football game here at Steve Spurrier Field. I tell you, this is going to be something special. I was telling you guys we're riding over here. I was just thinking about this being the first football game and we're on the road, and the support from Kennesaw State and Cobb County. And I know there's going to be a great crowd and a lot of black and gold out here on that first football game.
As Bohannon pondered the future, his assistants were back home caught up in the present. They were in their cars, hitting the recruiting trail.
Back on the road today, heading up northwest Georgia, Calhoun, Adairsville, Cartersville. See if we can find some players today.
We'll hit highways, dirt roads, local roads, climb over mountains. We're gonna scour this whole state for the best talent out there to help us get a winning football program.
Heading up to North Georgia, doing a little recruiting, try to find some players. I want to see a few kids we know about already, but also just kind of beat the bushes a little bit.
We got the cab to Augusta to Savannah, that big triangle there, about 140 schools. Really just excited to get out and go find some future Alps. A lot of excitement right now in the whole state with Kennesaw State football, so excited to get back out and see everybody.
Out to the four corners of Georgia they would go, preaching the Owl Nation gospel.
The home run has been when we get kids, coaches, and parents on this campus. Kennesaw State is an easy sell.
Every day, you go in and you've got an opportunity, to have an impact on young men. That's always been a drive of mine, and that's why I love this profession.
For this program, I just see it really blossoming. I mean, so many young kids have come through in the last few months with on interviews or on-campus interviews to check the school out, and have just been amazed at what this place has got to offer.
Everything here is first, and that's a big part of what we're selling. So when these young men come on the field, they'll be the first to ever put a Kennesaw State helmet on. They'll be the first to wear the black and gold on a Saturday afternoon. They'll be the first to walk into a classroom representing the brand new football team. So everything they are going to do here is going to be the first time. And we want to find young men that value that.
The enthusiasm of the people, the students, and the community that are so excited about all of this happening. It was just wonderful and refreshing to be a part of it.
In February of 2014, with the dinging sound of a fax machine printing the first scholarship signees, Bohannon's Owl's Nest will begin to fill.
The word foundation gets brought up a bunch. Just all the qualities that go with that character, academic resume, athletic ability, all the things that we want to build on that this first class is the building blocks for something that these young people can talk about 20, 30 years from now, what they did, when they were at Kennesaw State and how they laid the foundation for something special.